So, normally I was gonna play yesterday a bit more of this, and then I kinda lost sight of time. Matt, are you gonna watch or are you just gonna...
I'm gonna add to bed.
Okay. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. No, it's not called, it's Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. Oh, boo. Okay, so just crashed on me, that's not nice. Cyanide Studio, Unreal Engine. Let's try again. So up till now, Matt, the only thing that we actually encountered was like a painting monster. It just crawled out of the painting, and the only way to stop it was by ripping up the painting using a special dagger. I honestly have no clue how you were supposed to know which dagger was the right one. I had a broken one in my inventory, but it didn't really look alike. So Melon had to kind of look it up. And I just also saw that there's an achievement for defeating that thing with only using one dagger. So maybe replay, I guess. Is the volume okay, by the way?
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 1. The diary of Reverend Wickwood's wife. Her husband John built the first Hawkins house called Hilltop at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists to the island. The previous inhabitant disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries
Old
earlier.
diary. The Scylla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way.
Is there anything interesting here still? No fingers whatsoever.
How old is Fuller, really?
1849, and we are in 19 and a bit, aren't we?
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
God damn it, so we have to go through there. Is the boiler room still open? No, they closed it. Anyone in there? It's closed as well. There's a guy there. Pharmacy closed. I think everything is locked except the door to downstairs. Oh, this is open. Is there anything interesting? No, this isn't openable. The green smoke is coming from the bottom. What?
No! No! My God! What is happening to me?
What's this? Medicine and Secret Sciences. This very interesting book aimed at a wide public demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern science. Magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of the century. Do I have to hide from a creature now or something?
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
I'm just gonna check it every time, see if there's anything that changed. So this is just a repeat loop or something that you have in a lot of other horror games.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Anything? No? Oh, there's something here. Uomo delinquente. This pseudoscientific work by Caesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader. I think I already found this one before. So we leave this door open. And then we grab this one. So we can go into the door. don't know if I want to do that. Oh god, my mouse went weird over there. I really don't like how little I can see. So do I enter this now then?
Destiny, it has trapped you.
Sorry. Do I just stay here a little bit? Is there really not anything here? It's easier to see with the pink light. Oh, so this is the only thing. Really no doors at all. I'm really not finding it. Is it that? God, it's here now. Got an idea. I see better with this light. So where was that other symbol then? There's nothing here. So... So I got rid of the symbol, it opened up this bit. If I take the other lantern, it's probably gonna have the shadow monster in it. It's not gonna be fun.
Where do you start the Amazon mission?
I think if you could exit the Doman Enclave with the boat.
The side quests are in, well, side quests leading up to it are in the Namai area.
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
I don't mind the surpassing things. Just don't like the thing creeping around. So I have to switch.
Do I have to do all the quests at the Amazon?
I think there's a couple of them that you have to do. Melon, could you quickly look up which quests that he has to do? Because I don't think he has to do all of them. God. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going.
It looks like things are back to normal.
God, I hate those nightmarish scenes. This is gonna be an endless hallway, isn't it?
What's going on? It never ends.
Not fun. What happens if I go back? It just keeps going as well. You can kind of see it when it extends the hallway, like now. Kind of glitches a little bit, like again. So what do I do? Do I just keep going? It keeps extending the hallway. Like you can look normally through the glass like this, and then it turns weird when you get closer. Most boring sequence ever in a video game, I guess.
Have you tried the doors?
Yeah, I can't open them. Like when I go to a door, I can't oh. That's me?
Damnation. That's me.
And now I'm in.
Oh God!
Okay. Is he claustrophobic?
I got.
This is weird. And that is her.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's
This-
going on?
This is weird.
Was it a hallucination?
Mindfuckery. I think we finally got into the scary.
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, what is he doing? Is he
Stop
giving her a
whatever the
lobotomy?
hell you're doing and turn around now.
Oh, she's dead.
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Good night. She's dead. Yeah.
No, it can't be. No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
It won't be much better if you shoot him in the head.
Colden?
Forgot it's cold and not cod. I'll adjust the title later on.
Dr. Fish.
What are those? Squid? Ah, that's the black thing again. Do I really want to walk in there? What's this? What's this? Another one of those sequences? I don't want to do one of those. I didn't like the wall thing. That's one of the paintings. Wait, that's me in the painting. Hmm.
What in God's name? Sarah,
Sarah Hawkins.
what did they do to you? Can you speak?
Can you speak? Sorry, I tried taking off my headset.
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. Violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible, terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
This way.
Yeah. I got this.
Come out of your dumb hide and get far.
She's in the way.
Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Yeah, but you're walking in my way, woman. I also read a book where they were talking about the green and the green monster and the colors of life and things like that.
I'd be better off
It was
finding
from a
tool.
Dutch author.
Perfect.
She used like language that I'm not used to, because the Netherlands and Belgium are using two different
All right.
kinds of languages
That should do it.
actually. Well, they are the same, but the usage of words is completely different.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Even more fire. I thought she already died in the fire. Oh yeah, use the poker on the squid monster. Sure.
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife.
Are you just slapping him?
How dare you?
Thank you.
No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? All you did for her safety was throwing her in this rat hole. I hid her well enough.
You let Fuller play with her.
Stop. I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her.
What?
Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
She's weak. Physically and mentally.
Do not make the mistake of thinking she's a feeble woman.
Is he choking me because of my answer?
Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
Then we get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Don't!
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
God, that looks freakish. Wait, what? Is he gonna... What? Just pulls it out. Well, I guess that's better than choking to death. And being a half squid, I guess. After the death of Golden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins, alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man under his monstrous appearance tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. Which was actually a nice thing. He was actually not the monster we were thinking he was, while being the monster we thought he was, I guess. He warned Pierce, if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plans to fruition? Summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her. Chapter 9.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
That's the wrong thing to say.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Did he really push his son into the fire or something? Oh no, she set the guy on fire and she didn't do anything to save her son. Oh, well, she's scared.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
I guess they were too late to try and save the guy, the boy. Oh, more squids. Are those teeth? Diesel, stop it. Doggo Diesel is being annoying. That's a bookseller. Mary Colden deceased, it says now. I arrived too late to free Colden from the clutches of Fuller. Just before I found her body in the hands of the doctor, she had come to see me to give me a last message. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I believe that her words were full of truth. And then Sarah Hawkins, painter. I found Sarah Hawkins alive, prisoner of the Riverside Institute. Charles Hawkins and Dr. Fuller seem to have connived to hide her from the world. She seems to be more affected by the tragedies that have struck her family, but I detect a fighting spirit in this woman that I would never underestimate. She's a survivor. Prescription. Fuller's notes, so nothing from chapter 9 yet, because it just started. I still got the poker. Riverside Institute. Through the eyes of Dr. Colden, I finally visited the Riverside Institute. The operating rooms and dormitories surround the pharmacy. Everything here has an air of respectability. Do the nurses really know, like Dr. Colden, what's going on in the cellars? What is sure is that the staff fear Fuller. It is perhaps this fear that prevents them questioning the validity of a medical center of this size on such a small island. And occult. Ascent, okay. When they will have consumed the stellar flesh and survived the transformation, closer than ever to their new master, they will enter his sleep of death and will only awaken to answer his call. They will be called the Awakened. It's from the Necronomicon. Cthulhu. Extract taken from the Necronomicon. It's like a text. Would be cool if someone could translate this. The Elder Sign. Men discovered a protective symbol so powerful that it could remove them from the gaze of creatures of the myth. They carved it into their jewels, painted it on the doors of their houses, and embroidered it on the clothing of their children. Later they understood that they could even exercise its power on the doors of the sunken city. High Priests. The call cannot be made without a guide. The guide does not have to see or to hear. He is fully committed to the cause of the great old one that he serves. He will find the oracle, he will pursue the truth seeker. He will neither reveal nor explain, he will observe. And when the stars align and the day of awakening arrives, he will take his place and lead the call. Necronomicon. The words that follow are not really mine. They were communicated to me in my dreams and trances by the greatest minds in the cosmos. I take advantage of these moments of lucidity that grow ever shorter to write down those few scraps from the immense knowledge that they send crashing against my broken mind, night after night. I can only leave these crumbs of knowledge to the world in the hope that reading them will guide men, but I already fear that unholy words will stain the soul of whoever dares open this accursed collection, because just like prisoners whose confessions were written on their own skins, I shall protect my heritage beyond the ages. Spooky. And there's a few new books here that we already read. Just clicking them off. Then, I've got points to spend. Eloquence, influence those you talk to. Psychology. I'll do it like this. Why do I sleep on this bench even if I keep getting nightmares? Anything here? That's Sarah Hawkins and her husband, whose face got scratched off. The police officer.
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened, but I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him.
Sure,
what do
go
you
ahead.
say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Valid SAN requirements? What? Fuller will pay the price. What happens if I say this? I don't even know. I'll
Have
just
no
use that.
fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller will not escape the clutches of destiny for long. Sooner or later, he will be judged for what he has done. You just need to have faith.
What are you talking about? What's this story of destiny? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to wait for some mystical intervention. I'll take care of him. Myself.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
I'm sorry, Bradley. Maybe he secretly loved her. Okay. Anything before I go there? Wait, this is open? I feel like exploring all over again. It was all so dark. Who would live in this place with only 4 people? So what I was saying, it was all so dark when I entered this house first time. But like, I wouldn't mind this library, but why would you need a house that big next to it?
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Yeah, I know, I was just going for a walk.
Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
Aye aye. Okay, go sit, I guess. I guess I'll sit as well. I knew it.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong. So ancient. Enticing. Dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now, I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce. But I can't come back to Boston with you.
You've been friends for a long time, hiding each other's secrets.
I trust him.
What are you planning to do?
I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Do I have to talk to him? What does she really know? What have they done to her? Her husband said that she was dangerous. She looks crazy like me, question mark. So she wants to kill the shambler from the painting. But that's not the monster she's talking about, I think. Charles Hawkins. Chuck Hawkins tried one last time to challenge the wishes of Sarah Hawkins, and he is dead. This time there is no coming back. Although I condemn the actions of this man in a certain way, I understand his motives. He was ready to do anything to protect his wife. His abandonment of the cult allowed us to flee the Riverside Institute and to learn more about the threat that was weighing upon the mind of Sarah Hawkins. So, how many deaths do we have now? The guy, the little boy that we already knew about. This guy got ripped apart. She got killed by Dr. Fuller. And this guy got killed by his own wife. Sanity. The cost of truth. While Pierce's sanity is growing dangerously weaker, his... but we're only shaken though it's here. His increased sensitivity to the occult opens new ways for him. On rare occasions he is now able to unearth hidden truths when he speaks to the inhabitants of the island. As with everything connected with the myth, using it comes at a cost. The ordeals you've gone through left their mark. It's nothing new. Oh yeah, Charles Hawkins. Pierce and Sarah Hawkins confronted the monster Charles Hawkins had turned into. The man retained nothing human. Tentacles replaced one of his arms. His face bore the signs of an unfinished mutation, and he was endowed with superhuman strength. He was on the point of strangling Pierce when Sarah Hawkins drove a poker into his throat. Pierce finished him off with an axe. This fight to the death left Pierce physically and mentally scarred. Hawkins' study is up here, isn't it? Did I miss anything? No.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth?
I think I stumbled onto something I didn't do yet.
What kind of ritual was she preparing?
the painting should be here.
Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. How did she survive her encounter with the Shambler? How did she react? Was she afraid? Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife.
The failed incantation. The boys' bedroom. It's not that scary during the day. Nothing on the painting. So I guess this is not the way to go then. Go back down and through the corridor. This is still open.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you.
Sorry.
I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe. The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger, but I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
Burn
it
the
must
painting.
never come back. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your Colt.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do.
The guy has a
As for
tattoo on
you,
his arm.
return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
How is this? It's a bust. It's a different bust. Let's first look in the spot where humans in. Maybe she can help. No, I can't talk to her. It's a different one as well. There it is, I think. No. What's the painting actually? Okay, nothing special, I guess. What's here? Looks like a door, but I guess not. I know where that is. The sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed. Charles Hawkins, where have I already seen it? I know. That's in the thing over here.
This is the amulet
Oof, that
Drake
scared
was
me.
looking for.
This amulet is engraved with the Elder's sign. Drake calls it the key of Relia. He firmly believes that this artifact is of great power. The amulet of the ancients. What was that vision though? That's the ritual that she underwent. Sanity is psychotic. Occult. So the amulets. Drake maintains that it can repel the forces of the Great Old Ones and lock the doors to the undersea city of Relia. I see an ugly solid gold medallion engraved with the same symbol that repulsed Charles Hawkins in a nameless bookstore. It remains to be seen if it can really protect Sarah Hawkins. So why don't we just engrave the symbol and everything instead of just trying to find the specific amulet? There's the two drawings. What's with the sanity thing here? Here is it.
It's you again.
He's not happy to see me.
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently. I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
I don't trust this guy. He's definitely gonna run with the amulet. Why is she here?
I
Not
have
everything.
It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand, I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes, Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
Testimonies are not always correct though, because people have an opinion and it changes what they see. Or, like for example, if someone drives by with a bike, other people are gonna notice what kind of hairstyle or dress she wears, the girl, or what kind of bike it is, or things like that, so you can't really compare it at all. With the help of Algren and Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional Shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police. I do think, once it's loaded and saved, after the cutscene, I'm gonna call it. I think they're just gonna show me where I am. Yeah. Police station.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Listen, Chief West, I realize that I'm in your jurisdiction, and that you don't like guys like me. However, I think that these accusations are exaggerated and that we would benefit from working together.
If that means a confession from you and therefore less paperwork for me, then we've got a deal.
I'm serious. Can't you see what's going on right under your nose?
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
That's a fitting ending of the episode.
Mr. Pierce, the Truth Seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
Oh god. What? What? I'm just standing. I'm like, oh god.
I am the one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
I can't speak underwater.
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence. I told you to behave.
But why would I listen?
You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her? Your mind must open itself willingly, or the truth will immediately shatter it. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
This will affect your destiny. Beast. Wait, I'm in Sarah Hawkins' body.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again! Algernon, come back!
And with that, why? Oh, okay, the buff is cut off. Okay, and with that, we are gonna call it here. I am gonna go to bed, and we are playing as Miss Sarah Hawkins. somewhere on the police station. I'll just read that next time. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably stream again next week. Or maybe on Saturday during the day, so we will see. Good night.